Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a super long time. I'm going to give you a Mortal Kombat X video. And I'm going to obviously have the Injustice borders because I don't play Mortal Kombat X that much anymore. And I'm going to reveal to the YouTube community why I don't make Mortal Kombat X videos. And hopefully you guys can flood NetherRealm with some tickets to actually get me fixed because my account was wrongfully terminated. But you can see when I try to go into Faction Wars, this account has been suspended for violating the terms of service. So with that said, I cannot go to Faction Wars on this account. I can, however, go to it on my Android account. But as you guys know, I put a lot more progress into the game. Now, there are a couple of things that are really interesting. Obviously, there's the Combat Cup Sonya Blade, and Johnny Cage has a character pack as well. So basically, Combat Cup Sonya Blade, all Combat Cup characters on team are immune to stun. The first time Sonya tags in, she forces the opponent to tag out and lose all power. So this could be super useful against people like Shao Kahn, or even Raveless Melina, which is ridiculous. And that forced out opponent has recovery and power generation disabled and cannot tag in. Bosses are immune. So basically the only way that the force out person can come in is if the rest of their team gets knocked out. And that definitely looks really cool. I have to say that they did some really cool stuff in Mortal Kombat X, and I really wish that Injustice Gods Among Us got the same love. It even says, participate in a Combat Cup Championship with Sonya Blade as a referee, and Jax Briggs must be in your team. If I was still playing, I'd probably do racist commentary with that. One of the things I really like about Mortal Kombat X is also the quest modes. You can send characters on quests, and you can claim rewards. So you get renown, you get coins, and you also get souls for completing it, which is pretty awesome. So it's basically ways to get free stuff. And like you can claim this one as well. So your renown in that area is 50%. We get 9%. We also get 9 souls and 190 coins. So really cool that they're giving free-to-play players more ways to get souls, as it was a little bit of a pain in the ass to do that. And you can kind of just send anybody in there. And it says the potential rewards. I don't know what the other eye thing is. It's probably something to do with Shao Kahn stuff. So, like, for example, you could throw in Relentless Jason Voorhees. That'll max it out, like, instantly. You can throw in Sun God Kotal Khan, Pharaoh Ermac, and 100% chance of success. You can buy potions for a chance to get additional loot. It's kind of like Injustice 2's Operations, where you always have a chance to get, you know, the rewards. So it's kind of cool. It gives you something to do to just get more stuff within the game. Also, Shao Kahn's Tower I thought was a really cool game mode in Mortal Kombat X. I could see Injustice possibly doing that with some beta testing as well. And obviously all the fights, you're just picking different characters. You have to use different things. And because there's like no classes in Injustice 1, it might be a little bit harder unless you put in restrictions like you have to use insurgency characters. You have to use males. You have to use females. You can only use Red Sun characters. You can only use regime characters. You can only use Batmans. You know, I could see something like that working. Obviously, Injustice Gods Among Us has Survivor mode, which is badly flawed and a little bit busted past Wave 10, and I really wish that they would revisit it. But there is some fun to be had there. And there is new towers in battle mode. No, there is not, because this is the same thing we've been on. But yeah, I really like the whole quest mode, which is really cool. And I think this is what Injustice Gods Among Us and even Injustice 2 need. New game modes that are actually exciting. There is the Relic Hunt as well in Mortal Kombat X, which is very well received because you get a diamond card for free. You get Shao Kahn. Now, I'm not saying that Injustice Gods Among Us needs diamond cards because that is far from the truth. They definitely do not. And there are a bunch of packs that you can get. Obviously, for Alliance credits, you can also get them for souls. And NetherRealm pack was always an interesting one because I really like the Revenant synergy with health and I think it's power generation. It was always pretty good. Quan Chi kind of didn't fit the mold. You could always use somebody else instead of him. But yeah, I always thought it was pretty good. And if you're trying to upgrade characters, for example, now they can actually go to Fusion X and level 60. So that was one really cool thing. And Injustice Scorpion obviously was one of my favorites. And yeah, you can see that they've added more diamond characters to the game. They've added faction rewards, faction wars results, which obviously I can't get. They have elite packs, which sucks your money up, but hey, they have to make money in the game. But you can see that there are more diamond characters, and Conqueror Shao Kahn is the Relic Hunt exclusive, and you can see that there's also Injustice 2 Raiden, which is really cool. There's Classic Goro, Classic Liu Kang, Classic Melina, Spec Ops Scorpion, Assassin Katana, and yeah, there's a bunch of characters that are really cool. Hellspawn, Scorpion, Wretch, Devora. And yeah, they're going to keep adding diamond characters to the game, kind of like WWE Immortals that started doing platinum characters, and then they just stopped supporting the game. So I'm wondering if NetherRealm lost their license in the WWE games, or if they just feel that it's not worth investing in. Let me give you guys a little tip at NetherRealm. If you want people to spend money on your games, you have to update them. The problem with WWE Immortals is that there was no reason to buy anything in the game. Injustice Gods Among Us already has a premium currency that is not used called Alliance Credits. All you have to do is add more characters into the game that require Alliance Credits. You could also buy Alliance Credits for real money. You could also farm a couple Alliance Credits by placing high, like say 3%, 2%, 1%. You could gain like 50 Alliance Credits, and all of a sudden, now you have people playing the game to get all these exclusive characters, or you could just pay money and get them. And the problem with Injustice 1, I feel, is that the updates are way too slow. They've been putting a little bit more emphasis in Mortal Kombat X, which is really cool. And let's see if we can actually upgrade the characters for... Yes, we can. So you can still upgrade Injustice Scorpion, Undercover Cassie Cage, Thunder God Raiden if you did the challenge the first time it came out with coins. Cybernetic Jackie Briggs. So all of the unlocks from the original source, which was Undercover Cassie Cage, Cybernetic Jackie Briggs, and Injustice Scorpion are still available. Obviously, we know Cutthroat Kano is a bad gold card, but getting gold cards for credits is fine. But I think that they stopped the whole you can upgrade characters for coins because they didn't want it to turn into Injustice 1. And they figured that if they would release good challenge characters, nobody would spend money on the game. Well, people still spent money on Injustice 1 because it was a great game. Mortal Kombat X, I think, broke the mold with diamond characters now having 4 gear slots and other random bullshit that, I don't know. Maybe I could get back into it if I get my Faction Wars account restored. But I want to make this little video for the community on why I don't play Mortal Kombat X anymore. It's because of Faction Wars and the fact that I cannot do anything on my iOS account, even though I did a sponsored video for NetherRealm promoting the Faction Wars and Blood movies. So that kind of sucks. I'm hoping that I do get my account unbanned in the future. I did try to file a support ticket, and it is useless. I don't know if I should try Injustice 2 support in Mortal Kombat X. Maybe that would work, because obviously the support system in Mortal Kombat X just sucks. So these are a couple of new features that I think are really good. And the zombie mode, for example, in WWE Immortals, I think was really well done. The ladder mode that gave you objectives, we'll actually go into that really quick. So I'm going to fire up WWE Immortals, and I'm going to show you some of the good things about that game. And why they need to continue updating the game, because, let's face it, there is still a lot of fun to be had. And I think one of the reasons I don't play is because there's nothing worth getting. None of the characters in multiplayer are worth getting that I don't already have. Animal Batista, Voodoo Bray Wyatt, which I already have Elite 7. And you can see Evolved Daniel Bryan as a challenge. So the zombie mode is really cool. The reason I like zombie mode is because it's kind of like a mini Survivor. There are some unfair advantages, like obviously if Gold Kane blows up one of your guys, you're basically screwed. This character, Mad Scientist Bray Wyatt, is probably the best character to use in Zombie Evasion because every fight you have to knock him out 4 times. It also had the synergy where certain people work worse or better with others, but even the rivals you obviously take more damage, but you have power generation. Sometimes power generation, for example, with Seth Rollins was really good, or just anybody with combo. Sometimes you wanted the rivalries just so you could do that, and obviously Zombie Evasions were a way to level people up. But they also had the ladder event, which is always locked and never active anymore. And yeah, it's unfortunate, and for some reason they still have challenge credits. Why didn't they take these out in the Xavier Woods Raiden update? Why did they do that? And really, like, you can add platinum for real money, but why not have a way to actually farm for it? So there are other packs that are available, like the Money in the Bank pack. You can get a random gold card of a Money in the Bank winner plus a random Immortals credit reward. The Shield pack is also a way that you can get Evolve Seth Rollins without fishing for him in gold packs. So that's a good pickup. Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are also really good cards. So if you still play Immortals, definitely get a Shield pack, because Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins are amazing. So the Brother of Destruction pack is obviously crap. You can still buy challenge bundles, which, in my opinion, why don't you just farm multiplayer, because you can get challenge credits that way, and you can get characters. So just to see how active online is in Immortals really quick, we're going to go online. And yeah, you can see I played a lot of multiplayer. So the leaderboards, it looks like 23,000 people still play. So it's not as popular as Injustice 1. You can see top 5 at 948, 233,000. Is it hard to farm that? Hell no. And actually, top of 10% is 104,000. So it doesn't take that much effort to actually do that. And overall, I am in the top 1% at 29 million battle rate. I'm obviously not farming a billion. And good luck to the players that did that. But yeah, you can see that WWE Immortals has dropped off quite a bit. So there are 2.7 million people, or is it 270,000 people that played it? If you go to top 10%, yeah, 200-something thousand people actually played it. 2.15 million people have played WWE Immortals online and at least played once. So yeah, you can see that WWE Immortals at one time was really popular. 2,728, and now the top 1% is 237. And yeah, 577,000 when the season ends in one day. Yeah, it's actually really easy to rank up in WWE Immortals, so if you enjoy the game, feel free to check it out. But, yes, I really think that some of the new game modes they added into WWE Immortals and in Mortal Kombat X are really well received, and they need to take some of these ideas a little bit forward. I want NetherRealm to actually brainstorm some new ideas for Injustice 1 and 2, and maybe even a couple more to revive Immortals. Like, you guys started adding platinum characters. What fuels the game is actual content people can get. The zombies are a great start. Getting the zombies are great. And I think there's one or two zombies that are actually really good. Brock Lesnar sucks. But I think AJ and Seth Rollins were actually decent. So if you like this video talking about new features in Mortal Kombat X, which I can appreciate, as well as a couple of game modes I like in WWE Immortals, please give this video a like rating, comment, subscribe. Share this video amongst your friends, add as a favorite. Check out my other Mortal Kombat X WWE Immortals videos playlist. Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch, which are all HollywoodShono. My Instagram, which is HollywoodShono's God. And if you still play these games, leave a comment down below. Maybe I'll revisit them in the future. I'll definitely revisit Mortal Kombat X if my account gets unbanned. Please file the support tickets. Get my account back online. Have a wonderful day, kids. And this one is for Tyler Lansdowne. Fuck you in the ass. You suck as a community manager. Hire HollywoodShono, fire Tyler Lansdowne.
www.youtube.com/HollywoodShono. Subscribe, bitches!